Yeah, nice little roll cloud off in the distance as thunderstorms have been pushing through mostly during the afternoon hours for the past couple of days. That's the case ahead for the state of Florida, but we do have much stormier weather following the same fronts Patrick was talking about just across the south. We're just a little bit closer to the Gulf here, which could add to this flooding risk. So through tonight, we have a level 2 out of 4 risk for flash flooding down across portions of Louisiana and Mississippi. It continues as we head into Thursday as we see another push of moisture and thunderstorms back to Louisiana and Arkansas. And then as we head into Friday, that extends all the way up through some of the southern Appalachian Mountains. So next 3 days in a row, there is a risk for flooding. And here's why. The frontal boundary is stalling out, and it's stalling out so close to the Gulf here. We've had warm temperatures, we've had high humidity, and we're going to get repeated rounds of thunderstorms from Louisiana to Alabama, and even into Georgia. So as you can see there, the front lifts as we head through your Friday, but Friday welcomes us more thunderstorms. So it's a very active forecast. I know it's going into the long weekend ahead, so be prepared if you have any kind of outdoor plans. Maybe you're doing some camping, some family get-togethers. This could potentially become a bit of a washout situation as we get into the weekend. And by the point of Saturday and Sunday, because we've saturated the ground so many days in a row, it doesn't take as much for flooding to happen when we've already retained so much. So here's a look at forecasted totals into the reds and oranges is where we're up to 3 to 5 inches of rainfall through the end of the week. Now, even though we have so many rainy days, it's still going to be feeling very hot and humid out here. Upper 80s will be feeling more like the 90s for a lot of us. It dips maybe a degree or two for areas like Jackson with all the cloud coverage through your Friday. Jackson, Friday is a guarantee rain day for you, and even into the long weekend as well. It does look like those rain chances will continue too. Following all this rain out east, the Carolinas and most of Georgia for today is quieter. Tomorrow is when the rain starts to push through these areas, and you can see how some of those excessive rainfall outlooks expand into this region. Here's the front. Here's the timing of the stall out through tonight. Atlanta could see some morning showers and storms afternoon as well. Greenville, Charlotte, Raleigh, all getting these scattered thunderstorms for the next few days as we head into the weekend. And then once we kind of tally up multiple rounds of rain, repeated rounds of rain across the same spots, here's what our numbers are looking like. You get up into, as mentioned, those oranges and reds, and that's up to 5+ inches of rain across some of these areas. Now, how our temperature is going to be impacted by this? Well, we've got 60s tonight, so a very mild night, and even high temperatures don't take much of a dive. In fact, the temperatures are one of the fueling factors for so many days of storms with all that heat and humidity. Nashville, it's a very rainy forecast. Once we get through all this rain, it should be nice and lush and green, especially with the ongoing drought. It's great to see rain. It's also great to see it in Florida, and a lot of it happening across Florida's Gulf Coast, where we desperately need it.